From Project Veritas?
Yeah, they were saying that that's the next thing that they're going to push really hard, the same way they push COVID stuff.
Look, I don't know any. It's very suspicious that knowing that that's what they're going to push, and they're going to push it once COVID's done, they're going to push climate change. And then you're seeing all this climate change being pushed. And then you listen to all the people pushing it. Nothing but demons pushing that shit. It's the same people. Listen to all the other shit they're saying. They're all saying it together, pushing it together, along with all the other bullshit. So right there, I'm like, okay.
New story comes up, they're going to latch onto it. They've already announced inner office that once the public will be open to it, we're going to start focusing mainly on climate. Climate, like global warming, and like that's going to be our next, like I don't know, like what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to be our focus. Our focus was to get Trump out of office, right? Without saying it, that's what it was, right? So our next thing is going to be for climate change awareness.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are broadcasting worldwide from the embattled, battle-hardened InfoWars complex in ATX, Texas. Oh, we got a big broadcast today. Big guest, huge news. It's just insane. But I saw a clip this morning when I got up at like 5 a.m. I was drinking coffee of Eddie Bravo on Joe Rogan when he was here visiting us last week. And he made this point to me and Joe at dinner Saturday, and I just thought about it at the time but forgot that I was going to make a big point about that. And I hadn't seen the podcast I did a few days before, so I didn't realize he talked about it there. But Eddie's like, listen, you got to make a bigger deal about that Project Veritas where that big producer said after the COVID, the next big scare will be the climate change and all the rest of it. I'm like, you're right, that was big. I need to play that. And I forgot about it. Then again this morning I saw it and it really hit me. These Project Veritas things come out, and each of them is more damning than the last, and they get censored, they get blocked. And then now we're living in the future of that prediction coming true, showing it's completely made up. We're not having record temperatures. The ice caps are bigger than ever recorded. That's a fact. And here they are admitting they know it's a lie. This is smoking gun information. So this didn't really go viral when it broke 8, 9, 10 months ago. How long ago was it? But it needs to go viral now because it's a big, big deal. These people are a fraud, and they got a lot of power and made a lot of money and hurt a lot of people with their shots, but the world's turning against them. And we've got to break the back of this man-made climate change bull and listing carbon as evil. In fact, I want you to play these two clips of first Eddie on Joe Rogan, then the actual Veritas clip, and then I want to play Godfrey Bloom in the European Union Parliament in 2009 predicting what this would do. Let's play all three of those clips here back to back because they, again, just like my old clips predicting stuff coming true are powerful, what about CNN confessing to the next stage of fraud? And now here we are almost a year later and they're doing it. Here it is.
Project Veritas video where it's an undercover video. Someone at CNN is going, oh yeah, as soon as we're done with COVID, we're going to hit climate change real hard. We're just going to scare everybody with climate change. I thought once that got out, they were going to pull the plug on the climate change push. I go, oh, now they can't do it. Look at these guys. They busted them. But they didn't give a shit. They moved forward. You know what I'm talking about, that clip? That CNN clip from Project Veritas?
Yeah, they were saying that that's the next thing that they're going to push really hard, the same way they push COVID stuff.
Look, I don't know any. It's very suspicious that knowing that that's what they're going to push, and they're going to push it once COVID's done, they're going to push climate change. And then you're seeing all this climate change being pushed. And then you listen to all the people pushing it. Nothing but demons pushing that shit. It's the same people. Listen to all the other shit they're saying. They're all saying it together, pushing it together, along with all the other bullshit. So right there, I'm like, okay.
New story comes up, they're going to latch onto it. They've already announced inner office that once the public will be open to it, we're going to start focusing mainly on climate, climate like global warming, and like that's going to be our next like I don't know, like what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to be our focus. Like our focus was to get Trump out of office, right? Without saying it, that's what it was, right? So our next thing is going to be for climate change awareness.
What does that look like?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I have a feeling it's just going to be like constantly showing videos of like decline in ice and weather warming up and like the effects it's having on the economy and really
Who
talking
decides that?
the head of the network, like just
Who's that? Is that Zucker?
Zucker, yeah. I imagine that he's got his council and they've all like discussed like where they think
So that's like the next.
pandemic like story like that will beat to death. But that one's got longevity. You know what I mean? It's not like there's a definitive ending to the pandemic, or like it'll taper off to a point that it's not a problem anymore. I think it's going to take years, so they'll probably be able to milk that for quite a bit.
So climate change overload.
Be prepared. It's coming. Stories like right now, we had an inside track right now where 2 stories are going to be pushed. Climate change is going to be the next COVID thing for CNN. We're gonna hone it.
Focus on that.
I love it.
But that's a fair thing.
But to commit to that as a network.
You said it's going to be like the new COVID.
Well, Mr. President, I take the opportunity of wishing the East European cities well in the coming of the very early skiing season, and snow and ice that's come there, what of course is indicative of the fact that, as independent science has now confirmed, that the globe is actually cooling and has been cooling since 2002, broadly flat since 1998. So we're all talking about something here which isn't happening. I've heard time and time again members here talk of CO2 as a pollutant. A pollutant is a life-giving natural gas. It gives me the impression that some of our members haven't had the benefit of a formal education. Isn't this really just about the